Hello, good morning everyone at Inspire Fitness Academy. How are you all this morning? Well, here we are again. Tuesday already. Can you believe it? And I hope you've all had a refreshing weekend and that things are reasonably calm in your households. So, of course, what we're doing here is using some lovely practical techniques to just help to maintain some sense of calmness and providing us with, the means to help ourselves and to be able to make sense of our world around us and to feel a little better about doing it. So I hope that you've been using this in between our sessions and really noticing a difference. So if this is new to you and it's the first time that you're watching this, then welcome. And as I would always say to people coming on to do this session, remember to wash your hands because we're going to be tapping on our faces and around the head, and this is just obviously a natural hygiene request that we always put out. So otherwise, if you're used to this, then get on tapping. Make sure that you're tapping already. And just use the time for having some downtime, you know. And it's a great way to start your day. So if you're just really coming round and you're about to get into things, then this is another fantastic way of getting that focus and helping yourself to feel ready, prepared for your day. So it has all sorts of benefits by just taking these few minutes to get yourself centered and really connected within you. You know, it's we get pulled in all sorts of directions, and especially if we're constantly watching the news and the media in general, and it can really take us off balance. It can pull us this way and that way, and and sometimes you just don't know whether you're coming or going, and there's so much information which is, it's actually controversial, or it's just opposing what you've already heard, and there's a lot of confusion going on out there. So what's really helpful is for us to take this valuable time and just remind ourselves as to within our world, within our household, that all is well. Yeah, and that really helps the whole. It helps the bigger picture, because if we're in a position where we're feeling overwhelmed and powerless, that doesn't actually help anybody, and it certainly doesn't help ourselves. So we can all help ourselves and in turn help others by doing things which help to calm and soothe our bodies and minds. So again, full circle, that's what we're doing here. Okay, so let's get ourselves comfortable if you've not already done so, and that means, maybe shifting your position in the chair that's supporting you, or if you're standing, again, just ensure that you've got your weight evenly distributed through your legs and down into your feet. Really feel connected with the ground, with the earth supporting the floor. And when we do that, on some level, it just reassures us, it reminds us that we are safe in this moment, right now. So we get really present and really in this now moment. So nothing else matters. Right here, right now. Okay, cool. So just rubbing our hands together, feel the energy. And it is a bit chilly this morning compared to how it has been. So, you know, if you need to help get some warmth and some blood flowing through your bodies, just rubbing your hands together like this can be so helpful. And we do this automatically very often without realizing it. Oh, now just gently letting your hands come apart. Can you feel that? Can you feel that tingle? That is pure energy that you've just created. You can really feel that. You can almost, it's like a ball in between your hands. Can you feel that? Yeah? Play with that. Just play with that a moment. But know that the energy that you have just created, it's always there, but you've magnified it, you've amplified it, it's expanded, flowing out through your hands. And just imagine this as like a healing energy. So, you know, it might have a beautiful colour to it. You might sense that it's a white healing light. You know, that can be really, really, really helpful. And you can just scoop that ball. Let's just use that and bring that into the heart center. Or if there's somewhere else in your body where you're just feeling discomfort, pain maybe, then just place your hands on that part of your body and just allow that wonderful healing energy that you have really connected with, that you have created, is now helping to just bring about some calming down and some soothing, and know that your body and your mind is always doing the best that it can. It's always adjusting and adapting to whatever is going on for you. So that is the miracle of the human being. You know, that's how we survive. It's part of the system which keeps us safe and alive. It's magical almost, you know, because it's just always happening. It's your body is your best friend, I promise you. So we just sometimes lose faith. We sometimes don't quite trust ourselves. But I'm here to say to please remember that your body is always doing remarkable things to keep you safe and to keep you alive. So, okay. Right, let's get tapping then, and let's further enhance this this time that we have together and make it count, okay? So let's start tapping on the top of the head, right on the top, okay? Right there, right on the crown. And just find a nice rhythm and pace and pressure. So just using the right amount for you in this now moment, what feels right for you. Okay, good. And you might want to take a nice deep breath in. Always remember to help you now in this moment, breathe in through your nose and sigh out any stresses, any pressures. Just feel the liberation of doing that. Moving to the beginning of your eyebrow now, using your fingertips again. So it's not the nail part, it's just the little pads here. And again, around the eye in particular, we need to be a little more gentle. So have an awareness and stay gentle with yourself. It's not about no pain, no gain. This is about finding ways to feel a little better. And so it's about being gentle and respectful with yourself. Side of the eye. So it's not actually on the eyeball, it's on, if you follow the ridge that goes around the eyeball socket of the skull, so it's on the bony part, just here. So you can do like me, do both sides, or if it's not possible, just do one side at a time. Okay, now it doesn't matter which side you go round. You know, there are no rules with this. But we use this sequence because it's easy to get into, it's easy to remember. And the idea, so moving directly under the eyes now, again being really gentle here, directly under the pupils. So the more times we do this, the more we get into this lovely routine and we're not actually having to think where we're going next. And when we can do that, we can really just simply enjoy the feeling of doing this. So we get ourselves into more of a state of being rather than doing, you know, and this is the human being as opposed to human doing. Okay, so coming under the nose now, and that's above the top lip. Just in that little groove there, and let your finger almost just, it finds its own rhythm, you know, you just allow it to, yeah, it's almost popping into place, and it feels nice. So if it's not feeling nice, not to worry, just either lighten up your pressure and stick with it. Everything's what we refer to as being transient. It moves and changes very quickly. So now tapping just below the lower lip, sort of in between the chin and the lower lip, just in that little hollow there. And again, just letting your finger find its rhythm. And you're probably starting to notice how your body is just melting. You know, your muscles soften. All parts of you just start to release a little more tension. A little anxiety starts to melt away. You know, those stresses that can so easily churn you up, they just start to fall away just whilst we're doing this, and everything feels a little better, a little calmer, and it's easier to create space in your mind and have that clarity of clear thoughts, you know, clearer vision. So now moving to the collarbone, and here you can see that I'm just allowing all my fingers to tap in this area, and just to be clear, the collarbone point, it's not actually on the bony part, it's just dropping your fingers where the two knobbly areas are at the base of your neck. Just allow them to slide down. You can almost feel a little indentation there. And that's a great place for you to be tapping, and here you can just bring in a little more pressure, you can be a little more vigorous. You probably can hear it affecting my voice, just to give you an idea as to the amount of pressure I'm now using here. But go with what feels right to you, and only you know. So you can expand upon this and let your fingers move towards your shoulders and give the whole of your upper chest this lovely massage That's what we're doing here. We're sort of massaging ourselves. Quite invigorating, really quite energizing. And this is excellent for any breathing issues, anything to do with the respiratory system. Because of course the lungs are here in this area. And this can really be helpful to give them a boost. So now coming to the thymus point, which is right here on the breastbone. So there's generally not a lot of flesh in this area, but again, there's something about us which it's unlike when tapping around the eye on the face. It's okay to be a little more vigorous in this part of the body. It feels okay. And so behind this area is the thymus gland, which is a key gland within the immune system. And so this again is really good for just helping your immune system. Give it a little boost. So if you're feeling a little under the weather, you can just tap on here, just here. Okay, so now moving to under the arms. So as you can see, directly under the arm there, on the bra strap, for you ladies, in line with the nipples for the men. And you can do both sides at once. I like to do that, but if that's not comfortable, you can just do one side and then the other side. Again, just find what's good for you. But I do like this. I love this one because this is like giving ourselves that lovely hug, which, you know, when there's when we're just needing one and there isn't someone around to give us one, then we can do it for ourselves. Okay, so coming back to the top of the head now. And that's one round. So we've just taken our time with that, and you don't have to tap as long as we have done for each point, but this doing it this way together like this, it just helps you to sense and start to really feel where you're tapping, rather than just looking and thinking of where I'm going to tap next. And if you miss out a point, it doesn't matter. That's okay. Just keep going. So let's do another round. Coming back to the beginning of the eyebrows. So we're giving our faces a little workout here. Yeah. It's a great way of ironing out those wrinkles. Because wrinkles, really, if you think about it, they come about from scrunching up, yeah, you know? And that's a contraction. And we do that when we're thinking, obviously, you know, we're thinking hard about things under the eye. But in particular, when we feel stressed and everything gets a bit, yeah? And when we do that, we're really holding on to stuff. And that's how we create our wrinkles, ladies. So the more often we can find ways of softening our facial muscles, you know, and any other muscles in the body, just keep checking in, seeing what's feeling contracted and tight, you know, the tight in the tension. That's they're big clues under the nose. Well, and that's why physical massage is so great, you know, that we feel amazing when we've had that sort of treatment. Even better when someone else does it for us. But, you know, we can still do an awful lot for ourselves. In between these sessions, we can do this for ourselves. Chin. Oh, I love this. I really love it. It really makes a difference. And I've been doing this for quite a few years now. So, moving down to the collarbone. And sometimes as we go through these routines, you might feel more tired. It might make you yawn more. You might even feel a little teary, you know, and all these different expressions are quite normal. And it's giving your body the opportunity to let go of stuff. So how we do that, you know, it happens in all sorts of different ways. So burping is another way. So now back to the thymus point here. Sneezing, coughing. If you imagine, you know, you can see where I'm going with this. They are ways that we are having a release. We're letting go. Yeah, more dramatic, of course, is vomiting, diarrhea. Sorry to bring that up. But, you know, they are ways we feel so much better once we've let go, once we've offloaded that stuff. You know, you don't want to be holding that in, do you? And our emotions are the same under the arms. So if we're suppressing our emotions, it really has a bottling up feeling, and we're like pressure cookers, and it's horrible. And it wreaks havoc in your body, your physical body. So finding ways of offloading it, letting it go safely and regularly, consistently, it just makes us feel so much better. And we're able to deal with things so much better when we offload this stuff. Back to the top of the head. Let's do one more round then. Taking that grounding breath, the rescue breath as I like to refer to it. You can do that whenever you need to, you know, without the tapping. If you need to use anything out of this to help quickly bring you into balance, something's happened, remember, consciously breathe in, hold it for a moment before sighing it out. Beginning of the eyebrow. So just try to feel your way round now. Side of the eyes, under the eyes, under the nose, chin, collarbone, thymus point, under the arms, back to the top of the head. Take one final deep breath in now. Oh, and stretching out. Oh. And give your feet a good pounding on the floor. Get yourself very much back into your physicality. Take as many nice, deep, slow, deep breaths in without overdoing it. Everything's about balance. Do some shoulder rolls together, alternate. Oh, and welcome back. How's that then? Well, a great way, isn't it, to get yourselves ready for the day ahead. And it's a great way to finish your day. Remember this, just doing one round at the end of the day, thinking about something that made you smile, that made you feel good. Anything good, okay? At the end of the day, if you find yourself thinking, ruminating about something that didn't quite go as to plan and you're unhappy with it, shift your focus. Choose to make sure that you're looking for the thing, because there's always something. Promise you, there's always something. We can get locked onto these negative targets and forget all the other wonderful things that have happened in the day. You know, even if it's just having that moment where you've managed to get outside and really connected with nature. You've seen a lovely little bird. You know, the sun has just shone at that moment for you, and you've just got a glimpse of the blue sky in between the clouds. You know, whatever it is, it can be as simple as that, but there's always something. So always look for that something before you go to sleep, and you will find you will have a much better quality sleep than you would if you're doing anything else. So that's my final well-being tip for this morning. And of course, if you want to explore more, then pop over to metawellbeing.com. And the other place, of course, is my Facebook page, Meta Wellbeing with Susan Gardner, with the handle Body Mind Bliss. And there's lots of more videos on my YouTube channel as well. So all things well-being, health and well-being related, and all there to help and support you.